I think this group has a lot of energy to give. We've got a lot of new swimmers compared to in years past, and so I think, a lot of just fresh energy. Excited to see what they're going to bring to the table.
Well, the team's really big this year. When I was a freshman, the team was about 21 total, and now it's about 47. There's a lot more energy, and people are really excited to swim and compete. There's definitely a higher level of competition, but that's a good thing because it motivates others to challenge themselves and push themselves further, so I think there's a lot more energy going into the season.
I'd say the dynamic of this group has a mix of healthy competition and good friendship going on. So
the dynamic, I would say, is great for this early in the season. I think everybody's really motivating and uplifting to each other, and in practice it's all about cheering each other on and making sure that everybody's getting what they need to get done, and I think the team this year does a really good job of that.
We have a lot of good swimmers, a lot of I would say in our freshman class right now, there's a lot of really good swimmers, really fast swimmers who are really excited to compete and just get in the water and show us what they've got. So they're all really good, I would have to say.
Our freshman boys are awesome. They're definitely a standout group of boys for sure, which is what we needed. We needed depth in some of the boys' races.
We have a lot of good girls. So we have some distance backstrokers, a lot of good backstrokers. We have a new breaststroker coming in, so that's good. So I think in terms of mid-distance events, I think we've really added to that on the women's side, and sprinting as well. It's kind of all over the place, but we have some really good girls who excel in really all areas.
Adding depth to all of our events was a good move on the recruiting part, because now we have depth in everything, and it's exciting going into the meets.
Last year with injuries to myself and a lot of my other teammates last year, it was kind of hard to have depth last year, but we have a big luxury this year of having depth. I think a lot of the first years this year are really talented, as well as people in my grade and the years above me. And I'm also really excited to see where people end up at the end of the year.
So the biggest thing that's changed with our schedule is weightlifting. It's definitely a lot more structured. When I started, it was kind of come in and weightlift on your own.
In the past, we had weights on Monday and Wednesday mornings, and then a third day of weights that would be sometime on your own over the weekend. But now it's actually implemented into the schedule on Friday mornings, and so making that a mandatory time has really, for me at least, I've noticed it. I think I've gotten stronger because of it so far. It's definitely made it a lot tougher in the water for practices, but that's made a big difference.
On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have morning weights either at 6 or 6:45, and then we'll have an afternoon swim from either 4:15 to 5:45 or 5:45 to 7:15. And then Tuesday, Thursday, we have a morning swim from either 5:30 to 7 or 7 to 8:30, and then another afternoon swim.
It's definitely kicked up a notch, and it's definitely more structured. And I think that kind of goes along with the big team, because there's so many people, you kind of really have to just keep it a little more structured so that everyone's on the same page.
he stepped it up a lot. I'd say he's really focusing on making us mentally tougher. The practices aren't structured to necessarily kill us, but they're structured to really make us believe that we can get through the practice and really make us tougher.
It's tough going into the beginning of the season. At least looking at frequency of meets, we have 5 meets in these first 2 weeks. And while that'll definitely be tough, I think it'll also be good to sort of get everybody acclimated to what it's going to be like when we go to these bigger meets and we're swimming 3 days in a row.
Beating teams we haven't in the past is really important, because I think with the new group of freshmen and everybody's improving, we have a better chance of doing that this year than we have in a long time, I think.
I don't really try to focus on how good the other team is compared to us. Regardless of how well they're ranked, I'm gonna swim my hardest and race the person next to me and try to score as many points as I can for the team.
I see the season going pretty well. I think I don't want to say that we could win conference so confidently, but I really do think we have a good shot at it. just because we have so much depth this year and everybody has a great attitude so far.